What's going on, sports fans, Cardinal Nation? This is Comics Baker TV here once again. So time for another prediction video. As it's this Friday night, we have the Cardinals taking on the Philadelphia Phillies in the first of a three-game weekend series. And, well, coming off losing 2 of 3 from the Pittsburgh Pirates. And that was a disappointing series. But we avoided getting swept. Solid performance on a Wednesday, where we got solid pitch downing from left-hander Zach Thompson, and scored 5 of our 6 runs in the first 2 innings. 3 hits from center fielder Richie Palacios. And, well, this Phillies team, and this is our first time playing the Phillies since that wild card series last October, in which they beat us, swept us, in fact, and well, things have changed since then. Obviously, Cardinals don't have Yadier Molina or Albert Pujols, and we are unfortunately very far behind a playoff spot, while the Phillies are very much in the wild card playoff picture. In fact, if the playoffs started today, the Phillies would be the top wild card team. They lead by 2.5 over the Chicago Cubs, and then the Cubs and the Reds just a half game back of each other, and the Giants and the Diamondbacks also just a half game back of the final wild card spot. And the Phillies won 2 of 3 against the San Francisco Giants. And speaking of the Giants, they acquired former Cardinals shortstop Paul DeJong. As you might be saying, I thought he went to the Blue Jays, and, well, yes, we did trade him to the Blue Jays on August 1st, but then, just 2 weeks after being traded, the Giants DFA'd him after he had, something like 5 hits in his at-bat since they acquired him, and he wasn't like a regular player. Bo Bichette is their everyday shortstop before he got injured, and they decided to DFA him, send him to the minors, and then eventually the Giants picked him up, and DeJong hit a home run in his first at-bat with the Giants, and actually had 3 hits. So that was something, I guess. Sort of definitely pretty weird seeing him in a Giants jersey, but hoping for the best. So in this Phillies team, of course, led by 2-time MVP Bryce Harper, who missed like the first month of the season and then came back earlier than planned. Was supposed to be out till like the All-Star break, and ended up only missing a month. And he has started playing games at first base for the first time, as because of his Tommy John surgery that he had last offseason, was not able to play the field regularly, and so he was mainly DHing. And yeah, he's had another solid year. Kyle Schwarber leads them with 34 home runs, but just a 184 average. He's known for hitting for power and not for average. And yeah, so a very good team overall. And Philly's been a very hot team since like the start of June. So, pitching match for Game 1, Friday, the Cardinals have Miles Michaelis getting the start against left-hander Christopher Sanchez for the Phillies. He's only 1-3, ERA at 3.36, and the speed is a 13th start. So, and yeah, first time playing the Phillies this season. Play them again in St. Louis next month. So, yeah, definitely going to be a tough next few series, and we have a pretty tough remaining schedule. We'll still have to face the Brewers and the Reds twice, and after this series, we'll come back home and face the San Diego Padres, another team uh, in the mix for a wild card spot, and we'll also coming up to have to face the best team in baseball, the Atlanta Braves and Baltimore Orioles. So it's going to be a tough stretch. So, but also Nolan Gorman, supposedly uh, could possibly return to the lineup Friday night after missing the past couple weeks with I think a back or hip injury. Can't remember what it was, but he's supposed to be back, so it'd be nice to see him back. So anyway, until Friday, Comics are saying go Cards.